Do we want to have a look, Becca, and see about the cream and the bandages?
I think for this bit we're going to need 2 volunteers. So who wants to help? Okay, well I think your hand was up first. So do you want to go and stand?
Do you want to come and stand with me? Good girl. Okay.
Do you want to come up as well? Do you want to come and have a stand? Okay, what's your name? Right, okay. What I'm going to do is bandage your leg up, okay? And then you can feel what it's like to have a bandage on your leg. Okay, so do you want to come and have a sit on the chair? Have you had bandages before? No.
Yeah,
I'm going to bandage your arm. Okay, so we want it nice and straight.
Okay, now can you straighten your leg for me? Oh, that's lovely.
as I could before I got burned.
And now we're just going to, do you want to stand up for us? So we're just going to ask you, can you bend that arm to show everybody how you bend your arm like this? Is that difficult to do? Okay, and sometimes when you've got the bandages on like this, they're a lot bigger than that. So it's quite difficult even with just a little bandage on. What about you?
You bend your knee. Oh. How does that feel? Oh.
Is that hard?
Is that hard? Somebody's asking.
To balance.
So exactly. So sometimes it also affects your balance, and for you, it will be very difficult to try and eat your food when your arms are bandaged out straight.
And how does it feel to walk with your bandage on?
And I eat with this hand.
And you eat with that
Have a little
hand.
walk, see what it's like to walk with it on.
Is it easy to walk or is it hard?
Okay, that's lovely. Do you want to have a little sit down and leave that on for a little while? Because we're going to demonstrate another dressing over the top of that in a little while. And I think what we'll just do is we could just ask Sunny, did you need to eat or drink anything special while you were in hospital, Sunny?
I had to eat and drink lots of nice food. I drank lots of milk, lots of fish and cheese, all to help my burns. And sometimes when you're in hospital, you have to have special feeds as well to build you up.
And Sunny, did you drink these when you were in hospital?
I did, and they had special flavours. I got to have chocolate, banana and strawberry, and they were quite nice.
Because we all grow bugs on our skin, and that's a very normal thing. But when we've had a burn, the bugs are not helpful at all. They don't help us get better, so we need to make sure our skin is very, very clean. And that's why, like Sunny was saying, you go into the bathroom a lot, don't you? How often did you go into the bathroom to have your skin washed to make it clean?
I went in every day and had it washed and clean bandages put on.
Okay, and you saw the physiotherapist, did you
And
say?
so the physiotherapist
And that was for
called Becky.
exercise.
Yeah, and we did lots of exercises because I had my burns. I couldn't bend the same, and I found it very hard. But Becky made it fun.
That's right. I looked after Sonny when he was in hospital because just like you're wearing then, Sonny had to have a bandage on him and he found it so hard to move. And you couldn't even touch your nose, could you, Sonny?
I couldn't.
It was so hard to move. So the physiotherapist helps to get children get stronger and to go back to playing all the games they used to be able to play before, like football and tennis. So I gave Sonny some exercises to do. Can you remember them, Sonny? Should we show the boys and girls what you have to
yes,
do?
please.
And should we get your friend Samantha out to try them as well?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Good. Okay. So the first one we did was having to lift your arm up to the sky. Imagine that really straight as you can.
Do you want to all try as well? See if you can lift your
Well,
arm.
lift your arms up. That's it. Well done. Good. And back down again. Okay. Oh, well done. And then the next one to help Sonny's elbow bend, take it to the side and just watch your neighbours. And then you would bend his arm like a strong man. That's it. Oh, is that a bit harder with those bandages? Yeah. Good. Well done. Oh, poor Samantha. She's struggling there. Oh, poor Samantha. And then back out again. And then the last one, it was like an aeroplane. Take your arm back, all the way back. Just watch people's noses. That's it. Oh, you're doing really well. And can you feel shoulder there and do that. Oh, good, and back again. Excellent. So Sonny had to do these exercises sometimes 3 times a day. But when he was a little bit stronger, he would come down to the gym and would play some really fun games. Can you remember the games we used to play?
I do. We used to play all sorts of games. We used to have a little game of table tennis. That was really good. Playing with the ball as well.
Yeah, and we had the trampoline. I remember Sonny being really good on the trampoline, and that got him a lot fitter as well.
Jan, do you want to talk a little bit about your occupational therapy, and then I'll talk about
certainly
how
will.
we helped Sonny feel better too.
I think Samantha's here to help tell the story, because when Sonny was in hospital and Samantha, I helped both of them after their burn injury. And what I did, and you can see here, is I put splints on the area that Samantha had hurt. Now Samantha hurt her hand. She had a burn injury to her hand, and you can see the little splint. She had one on her arm. See the little splint? She's been very unfortunate. She's had one on her foot. And these little splints are what are made to try to make sure that when the skin's healing, you're not moving the joints. Okay, because that helps the skin to get better. Now, we do have a couple of little splints, and those 2 volunteers that came up before with the bandages on, we'd just like to do a little demonstration and put a splint on. We're going to do one on the arm and one on the leg. And then what we're going to do is to see whether or not you can do the exercises that Becca was showing you to do. Is that all right?
Yeah.
So can we have our 2 volunteers back up and we'll put the splints on?
Have a go. Oh, well done. Did that feel a little bit difficult then?
Okay. That's lovely.
So how would Oh, yes. Thank you. Yeah, sometimes you do just have to tighten the straps up. That's great.
That's lovely. So they've both got splints on, and this splint is nicely fitting around the bandage. What I want you to do now is, I'd like you to try and bend your elbow to make your hand touch your mouth. Can you do that for me? You can't. You can't do that. How are you going to eat? And can you bend your knee for me? I'd like you to just try climbing up as if you're climbing up the stairs. Can you do that? Is that really, really difficult? That's really hard. So when these splints have been put on, it makes activities like climbing up the stairs, going to bed, trying to sit on the toilet, it throws your balance, trying to eat, very, very difficult. But it's very important that the splints are worn so that you don't get what we call a contracture. And a contracture is where the skin gets quite tight and it brings either the arm or the leg or the knee into a very tight position. So by putting the splint on, it's helping the skin to grow and have lots of stretch in it. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. And the neck, do you want to have a little sit down? Good girl. Look at that. And the other, that's it. Now you see, now let's see him sit down with that on. Careful. Oh. So even sitting down's quite difficult. Why did you have to put cream on?
To get rid of my lumps and bumps that I had on my body, because they were very red and they were dead lumpy. A bit like when you get a spot and it gets big.
Right.
And I used to have the nurses cream my body 3 times a day with some white cream and press hard onto my scar and my lumpy bits to make it nice and flat.
So to make the scar better, you have to apply the cream at least 3 times a day, and you have to massage the skin. That helps the skin to become nice and soft and pale and stretchy again.
But sometimes, just because that scar or that newly healed skin can sometimes get quite tight. So when your mum or dad or the nurses are doing the creaming and massaging, you might need to do some stretches as well. So I think Sonny, he had to have some, didn't he, on his shoulder, so his arm was stretched while he had the cream put on. But we've brought some pressure garments with us, so you can just have a look. And they come in different sizes. And we have a lady called Ashley, and she's an orthotist, and she measures the children and makes the pressure garments for them. Now I think with this one, someone might just about be able to fit into it. Yeah. Would you like to come and try one on? Right. So, if you put your arm through there. That's it. Now these have to be really tight, you know, to make sure that you're getting pressure on that scar to try and get it nice and flat. That's it. And can you push your arm through there? Oh, well done.
Very good.
But you wouldn't wear these over your clothes. Like Sunny, you wear them underneath. Right. And then have a turn round to face everyone. That's lovely. And we'll try and do this one up.
Miss, sometimes in hospital you normally like wear a blue dress.
Yeah, like a gown, like a big blue.
Theatre gown.
Yeah, that's right. What does that feel like? Does it feel
It
right?
looks like she has a small belly. But you don't have no belly now.
Is it easy to
Little skin.
Is it hard to move in that? It's hard. Yeah. When you wear them like Sunny has his, because it's made for him and he wears them under the clothes, it's a lot easier to move around. But sometimes you can get quite hot.
Yes. Yeah, and sometimes quite itchy. And so sometimes when you've got a little bit of itchy and you're wanting to scratch, by wearing your pressure garment, it helps to stop that happening.